What's up, pranksters? I just got back from my local Little Caesars and I picked up a few pizzas because in this video I'm gonna show you how to do 5 pizza pranks. Check it out. Alright, pranksters, let's begin with our first prank. And I know this pizza looks delicious, but sadly we're gonna have to booby trap it. You're gonna need a paper plate. I mean, it could be styrofoam, some string, and your favorite hot sauce. Choose whichever you want. This prank is kind of similar to a prank that I did many years ago, but the twist here is that we're gonna add some hot sauce. Alright, well, first things first. Get your paper plate and then poke a hole anywhere like this. Because what we're gonna do is that we're gonna tie a string onto it, and the string should be about 1 foot long, if not shorter. Cut your string and then tie it onto the plate. Basically, this is how it should look. Place it on top of the pizza. I know this looks weird, right, guys? Well, place it on top, right on the center, and then begin to add your hot sauce inside. Yay! So I'm gonna go for this sauce because this is my favorite. So I'm just gonna pour some onto it. The amount is up to you, but since I'm an asshole, I'm gonna pour a whole bunch of it. I'm not done yet. I'm gonna pour some of this other hot sauce in it. Perfect. There you go, pranksters. The prank is almost set. Now what we need to do is tie the other end of the string onto the top of the pizza box. You might wanna tie it onto this hole right here, or you could just tape it on. I'm gonna poke a little hole on this little flap right here. This is where I'm gonna tie the other end of the string. The string is tightly attached to the box onto this little flap right here, which I'm gonna fold back so it's hidden and no one can suspect a thing. But honestly, if you look at the string, it's orange and it blends in with the pizza box. They're pretty much the same color. And the hot sauce is on the plate underneath. So last thing you do is close the box and the prank is ready. It looks like a normal pizza box. Little does your victim know that the box is booby trapped. And as always, pranksters, here's a little demonstration of what the prank might look like. This is what will happen when your victim opens the pizza box. Oh wow. The pizza's covered in hot sauce. That is horrible. I'd still eat it, but I don't know about your victims. They might not like hot stuff, so this will definitely ruin their pizza. Now, I know you guys are gonna be like, oh, this is not a prank. This is more like a pizza hack. Well, see it as you want, but I know a lot of people wouldn't eat that. Here's another way to spice up a pizza without having to ruin all of them, just one slice. Basically, choose the slice you want to booby trap, and of course, go for the big one because that's what usually people go for. And I'm gonna select this one right here. I don't know if you guys can see the cuts, but it's pretty big, and I'm sure somebody would want to get this piece. Here I have a few chili peppers that are really hot, and what we're gonna do is place them underneath the pepperonis. So just lift a couple and put them underneath. So lift up the pepperoni and place it underneath. Kind of push it in so it kind of goes inside the pizza, and then lay the pepperoni back. And that's it. Now you can do on all the pepperonis that are there, or maybe just one. Maybe just the one on the tip, because usually that's where people buy it. So choose which pepperonis you want to booby trap. And this doesn't necessarily mess up the whole pizza, just one slice. And usually, like I said, go for the big one because that's the one everybody's gonna want to get. I just cleaned up the box because I'm gonna reuse it for this third prank, and here we're gonna do the opposite of the last 2 pranks. And that is that we're gonna sweeten up the pizza instead of making it spicier. Alright, so take the pizza and slide it to the other side like this. What we're gonna do is make it appear like the pizza's upside down. Alright, so that's the plan. So keep the pizza there, and on this side right here, we're gonna apply some whipped cream. Grab yourself a spoonful of whipped cream and just spread it around. I'm only gonna use half a pizza for this demo because honestly, guys, it kinda hurts. I love pizza, and for me to do this and, you know, mess up pizza like this is just sad. But these are pranks, and if you want to pull off some mean pranks, then try this. You can actually cover the whole thing, but I'm not really gonna do that. I think this portion is enough. So now that you've smeared whipped cream all over the pizza box, it's time to close it. Gently close it like you would, but it'll look like it's upside down, right? Perfect. To sell this prank, place the upside down pizza on top of another pizza box, just like this. Actually, make sure that the logo kind of, alright. So it should look like this. From this perspective, it looks like this pizza is right side up, but this one's upside down. So obviously your victim's first reaction will be to flip it over, and of course we know what's gonna happen, right guys? If not, let me show you. So they take the pizza box and they just flip it over. And then when they open it, oh no, look at this. Oh, the pizza is covered with whipped cream. Yuck. And I know, again, some of you are going to say, wow, Nex, that pizza looks pretty good. I'd eat it. I'm sure you would. I would too if I was that hungry. But again, a lot of people aren't going to eat this. So you just ruined their whole pizza, or at least half of it. And if you guys thought the last 3 pranks were pretty mean, this next 2 are pretty evil. Begin by opening up a pizza box. Since there's pizza in there, set it aside because you're going to have to work with the box. So get rid of it, put it somewhere. With the pizza box empty, grab yourself a cutting tool and you're going to cut a flap on the pizza, and let me show you how. So I just make the cuts, and as you can see, here you have a flap now. So it's halfway through the pizza box, there's a flap. Fold it back as much as you can. Just keep folding it back and forth until the flap is very flexible and that it'll bend in either direction. Perfect. With that being done, it's time to put the pizza back inside the box. Since I know I'm gonna regret messing up a pizza, I'm just gonna use half of it. Place it on top of the pizza box like this. And let me explain how this prank is gonna work. Now that you got the pizza inside, close up the box like a normal pizza box. Usually when people pick up a box, they grab it like this, right? They just grab onto the front. They don't go and grab the back, they grab the front. And since there's some pizza on this side, the weight of the pizza is gonna make the flap open, and when they pick it up, the pizza's gonna fall down. It's gonna ruin their whole lunch. Alright prankster, so here's the demo of the prank. I'm gonna play the victim, and here's the booby trap pizza box. They grab it from the front, they lift it up, and sure enough, the flap opened and the pizza, well, half of it's on the floor now. At least they'll have a couple slices to eat. And now we're on to the last prank. And here's a half-eaten pizza. This last prank is gonna have a similar effect as the last one. It's just that we're gonna set it up differently. So let's get started. You're gonna need the pizza box to be empty again, so set aside the pizza for now. We're gonna do a few cutouts on the pizza box. The first one is gonna be right here, and then the second one is gonna be this whole thing right here. So take your time when you do this. As for me, I'm gonna fast forward this and show you the results. After a few cutouts, this is what the pizza box should look like. Obviously from the top it looks normal, but once you open it, there's nothing there, right? Let's continue booby trapping this box. Take the largest cutout and stick it on the top of the pizza box. Connect it with the flaps that are already there. So basically use tape to attach the cutout to the pizza box. Should look something like this, at least from one side. Do the same to the other side and the prank should be almost ready. And this is how it should look like. This is the top of the pizza and this is the bottom. Put it back together. It looks like a normal pizza box, but obviously except for the bottom, which I know a lot of people won't look at the bottom, so that's why this is the perfect prank. Now, I know a lot of you don't really understand what the hell's going on right here, so let me explain a little. When your victim opens up the pizza box, there isn't going to be anything on there except up here, which is where the pizza's going to go. But since there's a opening on the back, the pizza's gonna slide through the back and onto the floor or wherever the pizza's at. So let's put this to the test. Here's the pizza, and we're gonna put it up here. So slide it in, not all the way in that it's gonna slide out, just enough so it stays inside the pizza box. Perfect. And then just close it back up, and the prank is set. To be able to sell this prank, you're gonna need a couple other pizza boxes. You're gonna make a stack of them with the Booby Trap pizza box on top. You need to add some height to the Booby Trap pizza box so that the pizza is able to slide out through the pizza box and onto the floor. So let me show you how this prank is gonna be played out. This is what's gonna happen when your victim wants some pizza. He's gonna open the pizza box like this, and as you just saw, the pizza fell down. Oh, damn. That sucks. I mean, sucks for them as they fall for this prank. And that's it, pranksters. 5 pizza pranks you can do at home on your friends, family members, or people you just don't like. The possibilities are endless, so go ahead and try these out. Ooh, a pizza sandwich. I guess you guys wouldn't mind if I took a bite, right? Still good. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe because that's always helpful for my channel as I'm trying to expand, and hopefully once I reach a certain amount of subscribers, I'm going to be able to do more and more pranks for you guys. So please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, pranksters, as you can see, I got a bunch of ice cream on the counter, and I'm going to be using all this stuff to pull off a few pranks. So fill up the cup up to the level where it needs to be. So now that I got the ice cream all out of the container, it should be like this. And you're gonna add the pieces of garlic into the toppings. Once the egg is cracked, obviously you're gonna dump it in there. I put a little bit of air in it so it can actually fit on the cone.